to say the word space. If that is not done, then we will not get the idea of what Swamiji is talking about. So, one cannot talk only about the existence because we cannot have a thought process in pure existence. Shloka 65 says the correct knowledge of all sensory normal perception of an object is the right perception. If something goes wrong by delusion, then it will appear differently. This Nyaya is very ordinary. Shloka 66 says that when we study Vedanta, we want to change this wrong perception. Through Vedanta, the whole nature changes. Brahman appears as our own experience. We understand that there is nothing other than Brahman. The discussion continues with the Akasha theory. Shloka 67 says that now Akasha and existence are different. This is because the names, ideas, and knowledge of both are different. Sat and Atma are assumed in all other objects, all other creation. The concomitance is seen in all other elements and elemental creations. The inner meaning of this shloka gets your mind in a meditative mood. Now, when we breathe, think that I am breathing the existence. This is called anuvritti meditation. Wherever you see an existence object outside or mental objects, try to see Brahman there as concomitant to all objects. In Sloka 68, Acharya says that if you have meditated, then you will clearly understand that there is no Vyoma, no Akasha in me. If I separate my existence, then there is no Akasha. This becomes Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Existence is there in Jagrit, Swapna, and in Sushupti states also. Existence is prior to manifestation, and qualities are subsequent to manifestation. Swamiji explained the meditation in connection with this. In Vedanta, Brahmakara Vritti gives the feeling that the whole creation is my own extension of existence. Shloka 69 says that the definition of Akasha is Avakasha, which is a special quality of Akasha. But when we separate this from existence, it is no more existence. Sat is an invariable concomitant of an object. It cannot be separated. It is called Anusutam, that which connects one to the other. Shloka 70 states that these separations are by the mind. However, in our experience, we see and experience Akasha. This is a glory of Maya that appearance is experienced and you feel it as real. It is a phenomena that even with Vedantic knowledge, you are unable to avoid. In Shloka 71, Vidyaranya Mahaswamigal connects other things with the same argument. The separation between Jati and Vyakti, Deha and Dehi, Guna and Dravya are different. Similarly, Akasha is different from Atma, though Akasha cannot stay without Atma. But we can differentiate them by intellectual exercise. Shloka 72 helps the seeker to understand this. For the sake of discussion, this is accepted by the outer mind. Acharya, with love and compassion for the Jigyasu of Vedanta, wants to prove it so that we will not doubt this any longer. If one is still not convinced, then it is because of lack of concentration and unwanted doubts. Accept the idea and then do mananam on it. Swamiji concluded by telling us to try to meditate on this by concentrated mind, by removing all doubts and make a convinced conclusion. Hari Om. Over to Swamiji. Hari Om, Swamiji.
Oh. Srutismृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयम् Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vante Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmede Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Shri Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Om Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Om Namo Narayanaya. So we were discussing about the separation of the elemental creation and the Satchidananda as the substratum adhishtanam of all the creations. Now, here our Vidyaranya Mahaswamiji start with how we can receive it, this concept, how we can experience it. This is very important in Vedanta. Whatever Vedanta talks about, one has to experience it, because one part of that, one aspect of Vedanta is the Shruti as Pramanam and logic as the support, as we know already, the Mananam. Then comes the Nididhyasanam and the direct experience, Saproksha Jnana. So unless we get that direct experience, we are not happy, we are not satisfied. Even regarding material life, whatever we experience in this phenomenal world, that also goes with this. If we have only knowledge about it, some information, then we are able to put some logic into that, make it rational, more rational. But even then we are not satisfied. The real experience doesn't come. So when the experience is there, we think that we got it. So now I experience it, so it is true. It is my experience. So therefore, according to Vedanta, Anubhava avasanatvad Brahmavidyayaha. So we need to experience. This is not just logical play, no, putting so many arguments and counter arguments and between two parties and doubting and all those. This is all the all the process of making mind concentrated into it. The real thing is experience. So how we can get into this? Now the question arises here. Whatever you we are talking about, the Akasha, space, and space has the quality of giving space, no, avakasha danam, and it is all pervasive, of course, and the Atma is also like that. So we discussed those portion. Now people have always this problem. They say, okay, whatever you say is correct intellectually, we are grasping it, getting it, but how to make it, how to experience it, what is the practice of that? So here in now the 72 sloka number 72, we are discussed anekagrya samshayadva rudhya bhavosya devata. Once we are convinced logically, then we have to apply our mind. The important point is applying our mind, focusing our mind. Any subject which is there in the mind, if mind is not fully engaged, fully grasping it, then that idea will not come into experience, because this is the philosophy here we are discussing, the experience what we are discussing here. It's not physically practical. There is no physical action in this. So where there is no physical action, as I said earlier, I think you remember it, where the sense organs cannot work, even mind is unable to grasp. So those experiences are actually no, it's separate. It's not connecting us. So therefore, there we have to develop some sort of special concentration, a special concentrated mind. We have to cultivate a mental process which can go into this, just dip into that and then understand. So this part is important here in this level. So the 73rd sloka is regarding that. We have another discussion. Apramatto bhava dhyana dadye nyasmin vivechanam kuru pramana yuktibhyam tadorudhatamo bhavet. He says constant practice, sincere practice is the only means of this. So apramatto bhava, at first, adye. So first we should be apramatto bhava. Apramatta means with full concentration, full dedication, one should continue the practice. There is no skipping. Apramatta. Pramada means we know what to do. Now, mostly what we do, we know what to do, what not to do. But sometimes we don't care. We will not do what should be done, and we will also do what should not be done. So this is called, this particular attitude is called pramada. Pramada means not laziness. Normally we translate as laziness, pramada, but it is not laziness. It is kartavya vimukhata, going away from the duties, skipping away from the duties. So that should not be done. Apramatto bhava dhyanad adye. So adye, first of all, if you want to get into in this level of meditation, continue serious practice of meditation. Apramatto bhava dhyanat. Anyasmin vivechanam kuru. And then vivechanam. Vivechana means distinguishing. The distinction between the existence and akasha. Now we will talk about vayu and agni and jalam, prithvi and all those. So anyasmin vivechanam kuru. So you one needs to carefully, with full concentration. That is what we call mindfulness. So the mind should be applied there. One should enjoy it. Now how we can practice it? In the level of meditation, we always talk about the application of mind, mindfulness, or fixing the mind in one point and all those. Actually, this practice is not there in the meditation. This practice should be there in all other actions. Then only it will come to the meditation. No, it's not just when you sit and meditate, all the concentration will come and make you no, sit in meditation for hours. No, it will not happen. We have to practice from day-to-day life. So when we talk to somebody, try to be very no, with full concentration, with open mind. So this is vak tapaha. So we practice there. When we eat food, concentrate with full concentration, eat food. When you watch TV or watch videos or YouTube or anything, whatever you watch, give full concentration. So this is something we have to be careful about. But normally we think only in the practice of meditation we have to concentrate. No. When you cook food, there you concentrate fully. In all the actions, all the emotional actions and other actions, try to be concentrate. Try to be concentrative in all these small actions. So that brings a tendency in mind. The long practice, it brings a tendency in mind that it will stay there for meditation. When you sit for meditation, mind will stay there. So therefore, when you walk, when you sit, when you talk, everywhere this should be there. And one should not take too many things at a time. Because mind has, as I said, mind has limited concentration capacity. Therefore, the things you take up should be limited. where we can apply our mind, where you can apply our mind from the beginning to the end. So in normal life, when we walk, when we talk, when you cook, when you eat, when you talk to somebody with love, talk to somebody with in friendship, when you talk over phone, when you watch TV, when you watch something else, or everywhere, when you drive. So this, a normal pattern of concentration practice will bring there the concentration. So therefore, apramatta not only in dhyana, adye asmin vivechanam. Therefore, normally what we prescribe is in Vedanta and all other spiritual sadhanas, avoid unnecessary actions, unnecessary activities. So what should be done, what needs to be there, only take up those activities and practice. Some people, they have special ability, special qualities. They can take up many activities at a time, and they will complete all those. Okay, if you can't do it, that's fine. That's fine. But otherwise, always reduce the unnecessary activities and then make it concentrative. So this is the practice. Now, the other two supportive sadhanas are pramana yuktibhyam, pramana and yukti. Now we have three sadhanas here. Concentrate the mind properly, that is one sadhana. And to distinguish the between things, when you want to practice the this vivechanam, distinguishing things and its character from each other. So that is one thing. And use sufficient logic. So practice that. Develop a capacity to use sufficient logic. Sufficient logic, when we say, in all actions we use logic. Even when we talk, we use some logic. Because only with logic, mind can grasp things. If there is no logic, it's very difficult to grasp. Only in in comedy, in some thing, when we listen to comedy, we listen to comedies in movies and like that. There we don't use logic. So without logic, we get some idea and we enjoy it. Therefore, most of the comedies are enjoyed at that moment, and then it is gone. It's a flash, like you just laugh on that and it goes. If we try to see that comedy again and again, we will not get that laugh, that enjoyment again and again, because there is no logic that mind can catch it. So there are some comedies which they use some tricks and some logics that you will think about it and then enjoy it. So then that is like we can say better comedies, that it can be carried. What I am trying to say is, if you want to apply mind on some object, some subject, you want to apply mind, it needs sufficient logic with the pramanas. with the strong, what you say, correct pramanas. Some reason should be there. So pramana yuktibhya. Now we need pramana. For pramana, we consider shastras. We go to shastras and learn it. Because these yuktis, these logics, we don't find in our normal life, normal studies. Now, what is the Swarupam, the nature of Brahman? And what is the difference between Brahman and the Akasha? And how it is connected with us? So these things we don't study in our schools. So we need shastras for that, Vedanta and other shastras. So we get that concentration there. So therefore, that pramana, Vedanta pramana is must. Based on Vedanta pramana, we apply some logic according to the Vedanta pramanas. When we apply logic, the logics are not from no, our normal experience, but the logic according to Vedanta. So the second is the sufficient logic, application of sufficient logic. So then what would happen? That logic will bring the exact idea into your mind and make it clear. And then we need a strong willpower. The strong will to understand and get into this, meditate on that. So even for a logical apprehension, you need strong will. So what would happen after that? If any doubt arises, you apply correct investigation and then understand your mind, why my mind is doubting on this subject. The strong will bring correct logic and other pramanas, Vedantic pramanas. Now people have these habits of doubting on anything. Actually, doubting is a psychic condition. I don't say it's a psychic problem. If it is too much, then it's a psychic problem, of course. Otherwise, it's a psychic condition where the mind in a state is unable to investigate, because most of the doubt we have without investigation. And why it is happening? Because we don't know how to investigate, how to go after that, how to pursue it. So there the doubt comes. So mind has this tendency. So people who are having too many doubts on each and everything, they have this psychic problem of non-investigation. They want everything ready to readily made to them, readily given to them. So they just ask any doubt. So when we study something, we have so many chances to read. If you have a doubt, you can see the previous lessons. You can see the forthcoming lessons, forthcoming portion of that. And sometimes the doubt is clear there. In our Shastra, it is said, especially Kumarili Bhatta, one of the most respected Mimamsaka, he says, where you have doubt, you don't stop there. you continue the reading. When you read further, you will get the answer. So that is what he says. So this is very important to analyze our own psychic condition on doubting all this. Now people doubt why we should learn all this, why we are investigating and discussing on this Satchidananda and Akasha, and why we are all spending so much time on this. So this is a normal doubt which can come. You see, if this doubt comes, the first thing it shows is you have not properly, sufficiently applied the logics applied here in Vedanta. This is the first reason why it is coming, sir. Because whatever we are discussing here, the author of this text, Pancadashi, Shri Vidyaranya Mahaswamiji, he is applying whatever possible logics into each and every sentence. This all sentence is made with logics. So when we apply that, there is no chance for any doubt. So therefore it is said, pramana yuktibhyam tado rudhatamo bhavet. Rudhatamaha. So the conviction will be firmly established. So rudhatamaha bhavet. So we need meditation, concentration. We need pramana, valid pramana. We need a strong willpower. We need sufficient logical support, a rational thought process, and we should understand our doubting mind, the psychic condition of the mind, why mind is doubting. It is not only for the spiritual thing. Whenever you have some doubt, you just wait and see why this doubt is coming. What is the reason? Try to investigate. So when you apply investigation and mind is accepting it, then the doubt will go away and the problem is solved. So these things should be developed. Dhyanat mananad yuktitopi rudhe bhede viyatsato na kadachit viyat satyam sadvastu chidravatnacha. Then he says, applying all this, dhyanat, by meditation, through meditation, mananat, manana means already we know, application of logic, yuktitaha, manana with the pramana, and yuktitaha with the application of logics. With all these three, rudhe bhede viyat satoho. Viyat is space, sat means atma. So we understood the distinction, the separation of Viyat and Atma. Now what is Atma? Satchidananda. What is Viyat? Viyat is Shabda, Shabda Gunaka, and space giving. Space. Okay, now this space has Sat Chit Ananda, existence. The existence and space is one and the same. The difference is existence plus space giving and the sound producing. So these two gunas, two qualities, made the Akasha separate from Sachidananda. So this is what we call as the manifestation, the first manifestation of Maya. Right? So then we know that space, time are its apparent manifestation. So we take this word as apparent manifestation, because we should not say real manifestation, because there is no real manifestation on existence. Existence is ever unmanifested. Existence cannot be made as some manifestation or some change there in existence. So in this case, we say apparent manifestation. Now, what is the appearance? Appearance is, in the case of Vyat, in the case of Akasha, the appearance is space giving, what we can imagine, and the sound which we infer from where the sound is produced. So these two appearances, which we are grasping by mind, is separated by mind by the said logics and pramanas and all those. Then we experience the separation of existence and the space in that same meditation. So this is Vedantic meditation. So Vedantic meditation has high super level of thought process. Now very subtle thought process there. We are not stopping thoughts. So this is the difference between yogic meditation and Vedantic meditation. So you get into that level of thoughts where you apply all this and experience it. So this is called apparent manifestation. So Rupa Bhede Viyat Satoho Na Kadajid Viyat Satyam. So then we know, oh, this Viyat, this space is not real. How can we call this space real? Because without existence, space is no more. So Sadvastu Chidravat Nacha. So Sadvastu, the Brahman itself, now Sadvastu can be said as space, as existence, the pure existence. So pure existence is there, only that exists. So when we say Akasha exists, we already discussed this point before. We had a detailed discussion of Akasha is, Akasha exists. Okay, so the exist is a verb. Actually, the existence is Akasha. We say Akasha exists. The reality is existence is Akasha. So when we experience this by distinguishing two, we can understand that the space giving is called Akasha. The property of space giving is called Akasha. This is the apparently a different manifestation of Maya. So we don't want, because space giving, what is the benefit out of it? If you know space, what you get? You will not get anything. Why? The reason is we study all the physics and things. What we get after that? No. No happiness, no experience, nothing. No. Just you know it. Okay, this is this, this is this, this is this. But you will not get any benefit out of it. After studying physics and other mathematics, all this, you go for a job. No, you search for a job. This is very funny. Why? Because the study itself is not giving the fruit. The study itself is not giving the satisfaction. Therefore, you are searching for the job, because job gives satisfaction, job gives money, and then you buy things and you experience. Then you think, oh, because I studied this physics and mathematics and all this, so I got this job, so I am happy now. Now, happy is too far from these studies. It is indirect. It's not direct. But in the case of Brahman, if you know I am not dying, I will not die, then and there you will get complete satisfaction. Oh, then I don't have to do anything. Oh, if I am not dying, then everything is there. So why I am worrying about it? You see, the fruit is there. You experience, you taste the food there and there. So this is the difference between knowing the space and space giving and all those things. This is all material discussion connected to matter. It doesn't give any effect. But what is connected to the self, it gives the effect, the satisfaction then and there. So this is the difference why we are trying to do this. So from every object, if you see, from every object, if you get that existence, that the nature of Brahman from every thought, every object, then every moment you can enjoy. Because you know this is me. This is not different from me. So this is the all discussion here. Why we are trying to do all this? Okay, so the next sloka says, Nyasya bhadi sada vyoma nistatulekha purvavat sadvastva vibhatyasya nischidratva purassaram. So it says, Nyasya bhadi sada vyoma nistatulekha purvakam. As I said, no, the man with this insight, who understood this with this right knowledge. So with this right knowledge, what he thinks about Vyoma Akasha, he thinks so. This Akasha always, it says Nistatto Lekha Purvavat. It has no existence. It's on. It is illusory. It is just a apparent manifestation of Maya. It is appearing like something different from me. Actually, it is not different from me. This tattva ullekha purvavat. It cannot be said as a substance. A substance, something different from me. So my existence, Satchidananda, is giving, it is extending its existence to Akasha. So I am extending my existence to Akasha. So if I am separated from that, Akasha has no existence. So you are supporting your family, no? When you think I am supporting my family, I am supporting this, I am supporting that. What is the reality there? What is this support? When we call it support, what is the meaning of support? What is support? You are supporting means you are extending your existence, your money or your energy your thought process, your physical energy into to some other person who need it, and you just feel that I am supporting it. So this whole support is a feeling. It's just a feeling. No, there is no process continuing there. Your mind says, I am supporting this, I am supporting my family. How? Because I am earning money, I am bringing things and making my family live, and all those you think about it. So this is how we extend our existence and support Akasha, and understand Akasha as separate. This is what is called, we call as ajnana. This is what we call as ignorance. You are unaware that you have given the existence to others. So sadvastva vibhatyasya nischidratva purassaram. Now Akasha without Sat is non-existence, and Sat without Akasha is Satchidananda. So Nischidratva, Chidra means Akasha here. So unassociated with Akasha, it always shines as itself. That is the difference. If Akasha is separated from Sat, it has no existence. Okay, that is first point. The second point is Satchidananda separated from Akasha, still experienced, still is as existence. How we know? We know in our Sushupti. When we go to Sushupti, we have no Akasha, no Vayu, no Jalam, nothing. Still we are experiencing our own existence there. So this is the discrimination of Akasha and this Sat Atma and connecting it. And now you can apply this logic, the whole this discussion into Vayu and all other objects around you. Now you will wonder, you are sitting in a room. Now room has existence. What do you think? Because room is there, I am sitting here. If there was no room, how could I sit here? Okay. So now who is first? You are room is first, or you are first? Normally people think room is first because room is there, so I am here. I am sitting on that. Actually, it is other way. You are there because of your room is there. Okay, so you are giving the existence to the room. The existence is with you because you are Brahman, you are Satchidananda. So with that, you are applying your mind with that room. So you are connecting the room with you. This is my room. I am sitting on this. I am sitting on this chair, or all this. You are applying in that. So this is how things connect you. Now you say, no, I don't want this chair. I don't want to sit in this chair. I have no connection with that. So for you, there is no chair. You are disconnected from that. So if you don't remember that, if you don't remember that chair, you don't remember your room, you don't remember all this, then it's not existing for you. So when you go to deep sleep, you don't remember all this. So you don't know where you sleep. So this is the idea here, how you give existence to others, other objects. I think you got it. Okay. So this is a new idea into this metaphysical level. We have to contemplate on that, because normally we think otherwise. Normally we think otherwise. We think the objects are first and we are second. Okay. So now in reality, you are first and the objects are second. Second and secondary. Okay. So sadvastu vibhatyasya nischidratva purassaram. Vasanayam pravriddhayam viyat satyatvavadinam. Sanmatra bodha yuktam cha drishtva vismayate buddha. So this buddha, one who is enlightened, one who has this insight, he will be, vismayate. He say, oh, it is a wonder how all this is happening. Vasanayam pravriddhayam viyat satyatvadinam. So here the vasana means continuous practice, continuous impression, making impression of this idea, this philosophy. So when it is established, is stronger and stronger. So vasanayam pravriddhayam. Now you have the vasana of this Brahmajnana. Now you have the vasana of this distinction of object and subject. So you know subject is first, object is second. So you continuously practice this. Now then what happens? Ultimately, you will experience that I have no death, because I cannot die. Even the death is made by me. No. If death has any existence, we believe that death has existence. It means we think that death is there. Okay. So now, if death is there, so that isness, that existence, that being, the beingness of that death is also given by us. Okay, if we separate the death from the existence, what remains? What remains? There is no death. If you separate the existence from death, there is no death. It cannot be. So the experience is that, you see, it is fully logical. Now people say, no, it is logically okay, you say it, but it is impossible to believe. How can we believe that there is no death? And how can you prove that there is death? Who says there is death? So let the person prove it. Nobody can prove that death is there. This death is a concept, because the dying person does not experience death. I repeat the sentence. The dying person does not experience the death. And the living person also does not experience the death, that we know. Okay. Now who is experiencing the death? If nobody is experiencing that, because dying person is not experiencing that because he is experiencing that he is there in dying, so he cannot be absent there. So who is dying, he cannot be absent. No, if I am running, I should be there in run. If I am talking, I should be there for talking. If I am sitting, I should be there for sitting. If I am dying, I should be there for dying. Correct? You understand my logic? It is very simple. Any child can understand this logic. Therefore, when I am running, I am there in running. I am walking, I am there in walking. When I am talking, this talking is a kriya, is a verb. So I am there in talking. And because I am there, because I am talking. So therefore, if a person is dying, he is there for dying. Because he is separating this physical body. What he is doing then process, no? He is separating this physical body from the Sushma Sharira, subtle body. So this process is there, though he is there. Therefore, his absence is not accepted. If we accept the absence, so now when we ask, who is dying? We say, no, this son, this person is Govinda, or some person is dying. So we say this person is dying. So the person is also there. He is dying, in the existence of person is also there. Now what is death? Death is as a process, like you are changing a cloth. You are going to your personal room inside and you change your cloth. Somebody asks what he is doing, what she is doing. People say, no, she is changing the cloth. So when she is changing or he is changing the cloth, she is there and changing it. Similarly, the person is there for dying. He is changing the cloth. He is changing this physical body. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grinnadi naroparadi. So what I am trying to say is, even in death, what we call as death, the person is there. Therefore, when we practice this separation of the object and subject, the subject remains as existence, pure existence, and the object is separated. So all the problems go to objects. There is no problem with subject. Subject is not problematic. When subject alone remains, there is no problem, only happiness, only bliss, only ananda that you experience in deep sleep. Because there the subject, only subject remains. There is no need to connect with anything. Therefore, no problem. All the problems are solved. So, sanmatra abodha yuktam cha drishtva vismayade buddha. Then this person who got this knowledge, got this beautiful insight, he thinks, why I don't understand why these people are worried, why these people are the ignorant people are suffering, why it is happening, I don't understand. So he just wonder how it is possible. Even these learned people, the educated people, they are suffering. In fact, the educated people, their suffering is more, because they have more problems. They bring more problems, create more problems. Because as I said, no, they have this doubting mind. They always doubt things. So this person who experienced it, he laugh on the people, ignorant people, why they are suffering? Actually, they have no suffering. They are carrying unnecessarily the objects with them and connecting with them and suffering. So this is the experience. Evam akasha mithyatve satsatyatve cha vasite nyayena nena vayuvate sadvastu pravividyata. Now connect this very arguments what we applied on space, apply those arguments with the vayu, air. Evam akasha mithyatve. Now you know, as object, akasha is appearance reality. It's appearance, only appearance, the appearance manifestation. So once you understood that, sat satyatve cha vasite, you know the reality is Brahman. So you understood that, you established it. So nyayena anena vayuvatehe. So apply it to everywhere, not only with the Panchabhutas, 5 elements, but wherever it's possible, you just apply it. So who am I and how I am connecting the things with me? So this is the application. So why you need something? I like when I connect myself with food, I know this food is necessary for my no, maintaining my body, physical body, for my nourishment. So I know this is the reason, this is how I am connecting it. So when you take money with your hand, you can think that, oh, this is why I am carrying this, because I need to no, have this for buying things for my support, no, my life. So the purpose is clear, the connection is clear, then you are free. There is no need to have any special attachment towards anything. Just by knowing it's possible. People say, some we had when we had many discussion with the people, normally say these Vedantins, they cannot love others. There are people who blame Vedantins. They cannot love others. They don't have the emotion of love because they apply so much logic. They see everywhere Brahman, existence, consciousness, and all those. So how can they love others? How can they be compassionate? Because they don't see any benefit from compassion, love, and all those. So actually it is not true. The Vedantin, they can love everything and everybody. They have full of love. Why? Because as they love themselves, they love each and everything. The same love is there. And they are very compassionate. You see, Bhagavad Pada Shankaracharya and all these Acharyas, Pancadashi, Kara or Vidyaranya Muni Swamiji and all those Swamijis, they are very compassionate. Why? Because they see the existence, the real existence of people, the real existence of things around them. They are compassionate with even with the grass, small grass. They have that feeling. They cannot kill even a small mosquito because they feel it, even though it happens sometimes, but they feel it. Oh, we should not do that. So this is the bound of Atma, Ekatma, the oneness of existence, oneness of Atma. Because we kill others, we hurt others, we see a separation from us. We never try to hurt ourselves. If we are not hurting ourselves, how can you hurt others? How can you kill others and eat others' flesh? How is it possible? Because you have some separation. You will never think that I am eating this my own flesh. As I had some feeling, I have some experience, pain in my body. The same pain, same experience that beings they also had. The same mind works there. So therefore, these Vedantins are always, they are the great lovers of environment, lovers of the world, universe in that level. So their love is unconditioned love. So they cannot condition. So they cannot condition their mind, because their condition is only the subject and object. So when they separate this, they know how it exists. So therefore, this is we can apply in 77 sloka. It says sadvastu vipravivajyatam. You apply this firm logic each and every one on each and every action. Sadvastunyekadeshastha maya tatrekadeshagam Viyattatrapekadeshagado vayu prakalpitaha. Now the discussion goes with vayu. Okay, so how you see the Brahman as Sadvastu. Sadvastu, wherever it is set, is as a Brahman. Brahman, the real existence. Sadvastu Ekadeshastha Maya. This we already discussed maybe 10-15 sloka before. Maya is localized in Brahman. It means Maya and Brahman is one and the same, but Maya is not Brahman. Brahman is not Maya. Maya is the Shakti of Brahman. This we have discussed before. So the same thing is connected here. The all-pervasive Brahman, one aspect of Brahman is Maya. The one aspect of Brahman is Maya. So Ekadeshastha Maya. So okay, now on that Maya tatra Ekadeshakam Viyat. So one aspect of Maya is space. So one aspect of Brahman is Maya. Brahman is Satchidananda. One aspect of Brahman is Maya. Okay. Plus one aspect of Maya is space. And one aspect of space is Vayu, air. And one aspect of air is fire. And one aspect of fire is water. And one aspect of water is earth. So this is how it goes. This is one thing. Another thing, Brahman as an existence equal to Maya. Brahman as an existence equal to space. Brahman as an existence equal to Vayu, fire, water and earth. So this is when we see from the aspect of existence, Brahman is equal with everything. when we see the aspect of manifestation, Brahman is unequal with everything because those are separated. The appearance manifestation is separated from Brahma, and the existence is non-separable from the manifestation. So this is how it goes. This is the formula here. Now the appearance manifestation is called so-called Maya, and the manifestation non-manifestation is existence, because existence is not manifested. On existence it appears. So this is how we established this theory of oneness. So yatatrapi ekadeshagado vayu prakalpitaha. This sloka is very clear. Now author is carrying the characters, bringing the characters of Vayu, as we discussed the Akasha, the separation of Akasha. Similarly, we are discussing the character of Vayu, that we will see in next section. From here, it's the same logic and same pramanas applied. It's very easy to understand. Once you got all these points clear, then the further portion is very easy. Harihi Om. Narayana.
Pranam Swamiji.
Yeah, if you want to ask anything, you can ask.
Yeah, I have it. Just want to ask you whether this death is a thought in our mind. Can we take it like that way and we can
Correct.
do the meditation
Of course.
on that? And
Of
we can
course.
do the meditation on this death,
Yeah,
and then
death is a thought, that is a fear, which is, as I said, unproved. You have not, you don't know how death happens, what is happening with you in relation with your own experience. If you ask others, they say, no, this person died, he went. But from the person who is dying, he has no experience of death. So therefore, while living, you can experience death if you want to do this. You have the courage, your mind is strong. If you don't have the fear, you just think, and you can create, you can understand that mind is doing all these things. Okay.
just we have to visualize that. That is
Yeah,
what
you
we
can
have to
visualize and can experience the death while you are while you are in life. The life, because it is easy.
Yes.
So the full acceptance of death.
Correct. Thank you, Swamiji.
Pranam Swamiji. Ramana
Welcome.
Maharshi had a death experience at his age of 16, but it was actually self-realization. Any thoughts on that, Swamiji?
Yeah, it's you see, what he called as death experience is a kind of nirvikalpa samadhi. He went into a thoughtlessness. His body was still, and all those happened. It happened to actually many Mahatmas. They all had such things. But Maharshi could very clearly explain it, how he had it. So it is known to all of us. But other Mahatmas also, we know many, they also described in some stage of their sadhana with some reasons, they had some such experiences. So it's very interesting. If you have something like that, people, like if somebody had some very serious accident and coma experience and some like that. So they all, if they can remember it, it's very useful for them, because they know how body is reacting, mind is reacting on all those things. So even normal people had this experience, the death experience, the so-called death experience.
Om sir.
Swamiji, there is a question in the chat box.
Yeah.
Oh,
Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Can you explain physical
Yeah,
pain?
read it out. Please read it out.
Yeah. Namaskaram, Swamiji. Hari Om. I have a question. I have a couple of questions, but I would pose them one by one. First thing is about death. You said that death is an experience, right? And on the other.
Can you open video? I could not see you.
Right, Swamiji. With your permission, I will open the video.
Yeah. Okay.
Swami, Namaskaram, Swamiji.
Hari Om.
You said that death is an experience, that there is nothing significant about death. It's just change of clothes.
Correct.
Right. On the other hand, it seemed to be a bit contradictory when you say that Vedantis don't want to kill anybody because they don't want to eat flesh of animals, because they could realize the pain that the animal is going to suffer because of killing.
Any not only Vedantins, any compassionate person, any person who can experience others' pain and things, will not go for that. Yeah.
Yes. So if death is just an experience, it is change of clothes, then why should Vedantis or anybody avoid eating flesh? Because when an animal is killed, the soul, the existence is there. The soul existence doesn't go away.
No.
It's
You
the
see,
object.
that is the point, because when they see the flesh of others being, they see the living beings there as an existence. Now, when we see our body, when we see our flesh, how we see it? We know if anything happened, I have this pain. So this is also a flesh, no? If you separate, if you separate your existence of consciousness, if you think like that, even this body is a dead body, it's a flesh. So similar thing, they see it. Only thing is that consciousness, which was working with the mind, what we call it as subtle body and the physical body, that connection is separated. So therefore, even in that flesh, actually this now scientifically proved, even after death, the flesh has all the elements with the carrying of that consciousness. So there are so many books written on that, and now even this science say it can take a cell from that and make again the same body repeated, can remake it. So what does it mean? It means even in that cell there is a consciousness, because we call it, even in that there is consciousness. So the difference is the beings, the living beings and the non-living beings as the two different manifestation of consciousness. The living being has consciousness which is reflective, and non-living beings has the consciousness non-diffractive. Non-reflective in the sense they have very less experience of pain and all other things. So therefore, when we see a wood, so if we remember the tree, what we remember when in front of us there is a table. So the table has the wood. The wood is the dead body of that tree, no?
Right.
Yeah. But the
So it
difference is, yeah, if we
so I
see
think
that tree there, if you see the tree there, no, you just imagine when you see the object, no, sorry, the table, you remember the tree, then what would be your mental condition? What do you think? Oh, I should be very careful with this because this one tree is cut for this, making this table. So this
so my
tree,
conscious,
this table is equal to that. So this is the bhavam, this is the mind, what behind.
right, Swamiji? So I think it is more of compassion, that consciousness that doesn't allow the mind to eat flesh, right?
Yeah,
And if
correct.
death, yeah, so if death is there, death is not compassionate. Death is something, some experience which is very harsh, right? So why do these bhutas, I mean the jivas, why do they die? Because the God Almighty has made a cycle of life and death. So it
It's
is a
a
perennial.
manifestation process. It's just
Yeah.
a manifestation process. Like no, a mango tree grows and gives fruit as mangoes, and it grows on, and then after that it decays. So this is
Yes.
all just a process of manifestation. It goes on growing, 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 then growing, then decaying. That's all.
Yes. That's a life and this is the cycle of
Yeah,
life and death.
that we call life and death.
Yeah. So in such scenario, I think death is as inevitable as birth.
Yeah,
So death is
as a
inevitable.
part of manifestation, because as a part of manifestation, physically when we see the whole scenario of death is physical, no, it is nothing to do with the mind or the soul.
So
That is
death,
what
death.
the discussion was.
Yes, Swamiji. So death is the decaying of the object, not the subject. Subject
Object
is
is that
always there.
physical body.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. What you explained right now. It is the death is the decaying of the object, not the subject. Subject is
Physical body.
unchanged. Subject is not subject to death. No. So this is this.
Therefore, I said no. As the Kamalaji, Dr. Kamalaji asked no. As what I said. Therefore, this soul and the mind is not dying. You can experience the death even while you are in life, because you know this body is decaying. The body is going to be separated after some time. But I am not dying. My mind is not dying. Mind will not die and I will not die. So this separation of distinction of the object and subject will give you the experience of beyond death experience. You will go beyond death. So now death is a process of physical body that you accept always.
Yes, that's right, Swamiji. Thank you very much for this explanation. The second thing is that when you said that during Sushupti there is no Akasha, there is no Vayu. You just try to give the essence of existence. Existence is there during Sushupti, and there is no Akasha there, no Vayu. So there is no Akasha, no Vayu during our Sushupti as an existence. But our sushupti is valid so long as our body is there, and body is experiencing all the things, akasha, vayu, jala, and all this. It's not without these. There cannot be, body cannot exist. Body will die. If one dies, there is no sushupti.
Yeah, it is interesting question you ask. Actually, you cannot prove that because of body sushupti is experienced. This is because you are in waking state, you are stating this. So this statement is for a waking, the person who is woke up and discussing. Now in sushupti, this body is not applied there, because there is no application of body by you. So one cannot know that body is giving the sushupti experience, or space is giving the sushupti experience. What is the giving? Nobody can prove it. Now scientifically, people they use the machines and things, and they say the brain has 0.1 cycle per hour wavelengths and all those things they say. That is according to the brain, because the brain is functioning just to maintain the body. And they themselves say by this much function of brain, the person is incomplete. It means by 0.3 or 4 or like that, only this much brain is functioning. It is similar to death. No, that is what they say. The person is not person as a person. So now you see, even the science could understand this. In Sushupti, in deep sleep, this is the state we are experiencing. Now, the three states, Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, is there only with the body. We are assuming that we are trying because we discuss with this body, therefore we say that. But according to the Sushupti, one cannot prove that body is giving the Sushupti.
Yeah,
So
that's
if body
right.
is not giving the Sushupti, why we think about Akasha, why we think about air, why we think about anything else? We can say the body is maintained by oxygen, therefore the breathing is there. We don't say that body because of breathing we are getting the Sushupti. So you separate these two things different. So for the we know 100% we know that for the maintenance of body we need oxygen and breathing and heart function, brain function. Without this, body is dead. So okay, but we don't say for Sushupti we need breathing, heart function or brain function. All this we need for Sushupti. We don't say, because we can't prove it.
Yes, Swamiji, but a dead person cannot have Sushupti, I suppose.
Yeah, you cannot have. No, how can you prove it? You are saying that, but how can you prove it? Without body you cannot have Sushupti. See, you can have. Who knows that? Because after death, after leaving the body also you are in Sushupti. Shastra says that. It's not my words. Shastras themselves say after the death you are like in Sushupti only, because you have no awareness of the other things. Tatra no in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad avidya magamat, it says same thing. So it's similar. It's like that. You don't know anything. You are just unconscious there. Avidya magamat. So this is only we apply the logic with this, but unfortunately in Sushupti, no logic, no this empirical experiences are applied, and we are unable to prove it. Only the experience we have there can be understood like this. Okay.
Right, Swamiji. Thank you again.
Thank you, Hari Om.
Thank you so much for these answers. Thank you.
Thank you. So we conclude.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Okay. Welcome.
KD Singh from Lucknow.
KD Singh, welcome. Come. Please ask. How are you? Everything is fine?
Yes, fine, Swamiji.
Oh, everything fine in Lucknow. Okay.
Yeah. We are waiting your visit in Lucknow in future.
We'll see whenever we move. We see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swamiji, Raman Maharshi has advocated Sahaj Samadhi.
Yes.
And he told that one should practice who am I? And he also told this is the direct path for self-realization.
Correct.
So how it can be obtained?
Yeah, it is very simple that you keep on thinking that what is my nature, who am I, how I am here. No, like this. So the same thing we are discussing here. So we are discussing the nature of Brahman. The Brahman is not separate from the self.
What is Sahaj Samadhi, Swamiji? It means
Sahaja
24 hours one.
Sahaja Samadhi is a name. The Samadhi is only one Samadhi. So according to this experience, or knowing Brahman as we experience the existence of our own existence, that's called Sahaja Samadhi, because you experience your own existence, then there is no matter of thought, there is no concern of anything outside. So the objective function of mind is reduced into subjective level so that it comes out. So as I said, no, just now what I said is the same thing you can practice with all other actions. So the Sahaja Samadhi can be there when you are in waking state, dream state, and all other states. If you practice that.
Swamiji, how one can experience the thoughtlessness, divide of thoughtlessness, how this Samadhi will happen?
Yeah, that is we have to do all the sadhanas, as I said, practice concentration, practice all this in regular basis. It will come one day.
Okay, thank you, Swami.
Yeah.
Swamiji, there is a question in the chat box.
Mm.
That is the question. Can you see it, or what is the question? Can you explain the physical pain as you said about death?
Physical pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is as we know, the physical pain means when the Sushma Sharira and the Sthula Sharira, the disconnection of that process gives some pain. If they say, we can't say it is a pain or the pain is, but it has some some connection, like some connection. That is one thing. Other thing, our swamis, our gurus used to say, actually in death there is no pain as such. The pain is connected to mind, because mind, the Sushma Sharira, has so many desires, and it doesn't want to separate the body, leave the body. So in that case, the person, as a person who is staying in his home, and he doesn't want to leave the home, if you take the person to other place, so he will feel pain, he will feel bad, and he will make cry, he will make all this nuisance. So similarly, the dying person is too much attached to the body. That attachment gives more pain. Actually, the natural process of death, there should not be any pain, because there is no cause of pain. There is no cause some pain or something like that. So the reason may be if you have some accident or some breaking or something, some other problems in the bodies, that may cause pain. But the real death, there is no reason why the death should cause a pain. So that is what is discussed in Shastra, especially in Ayurveda, in yoga school of textbooks. There are a long discussion about this. Ayurveda, Ashtanga Hridayam and Charaka Samhita, they all discuss this. They say there is the natural death, there is no cause of pain. With the attachment, of course, it is possible, because you are not ready, you are not leaving this body. So therefore, our Swamis, our Guru used to say, if you don't like to experience, or you don't want to experience pain in your death, you should practice dhanam. Dhanam, giving. No, give away, give money, donate. So this will go to the mind, the subconscious level of mind. Then one day when time comes, you will not worry about leaving the body. Therefore, dhanam is very important. Generously donating, giving. So you donate your what you love more. So what you like more, give away those things first. So then it gives a tendency, it makes a vasana in your mind. So one day you can give away your body also. So that is the technique. Therefore, for human beings, dhanam is very important because of this reason. If you are not a dani, you are not a giver, you are not donating anything, then you will have more pain in that time. Okay, that's what our gurus used to say.
Swamiji, it is already 9:37, 9:37.
Yeah, we conclude here with this.
Yeah.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnamasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.